Oh, so welcome to Rockpile Recap.
Oh, probably should have led with that.
I was going to say cheers. Happy Sunday. Sunday session.
Cheers. Sorry, I looked at the screen. Cheers. Beers. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
And maybe cheers, because we made it to our 1/3 of 1,000 subscribers. So
We did.
we made it to currently at 337. So we've crossed the third mark. Only 2/3 to go.
Oh, so welcome to Rockpile Recap.
Oh, probably should have led with that.
This is something we do every fortnight.
Usually on a Friday.
Usually on a Friday.
To be honest, Friday just gone. Like today's Sunday, so Friday just gone.
Yeah, end of last week ended up being quite crazy.
Bit
so
hectic.
that went by in a blink of an eye, and then on Saturday we were lucky enough to go and hang out with one of our favourite other YouTubers, bee-farmstead,
Yes.
for a birthday celebration at their place. And while we were there,
Oh God.
it ended up being like almost this big YouTuber convention. Okay, maybe not a big YouTuber convention, but there was a bunch of us, right? So there was Honeybee Farmstead, Rockpile.
Yep.
There was also another farmsteading channel called Hunt and Gather Farmstead.
Yep. Check them out.
Check them out. And Aussie Rock Outdoors was there.
Yep.
And
I actually think Brocco was in charge for most of the night.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you done a great job, young Brock. You did.
And Seth and Sarah, who are Lap of Gold on Instagram.
Yeah.
But they have started their YouTube channel, but I don't think they've got anything up there yet. So
It's coming.
we'll link everybody below.
Yeah.
So now it's Sunday fun day, and we thought we'd catch up with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the YouTube stats, because we always start with our YouTube stats.
That's right. We do.
Okay, so as Corey said, subs 337 as of Sunday the 18th of September 2022.
Correct.
We've hit like the 1/3 mark of like the 1,000 monetization goal.
So that's pretty good.
That's really good. But we've got an interim goal, which we're really looking forward to, which is the 500 subs, because that enables us to, that YouTube opens for us the community tab, right? And that gives us more opportunity to communicate with you guys and like post things and ask questions, like do polls and just have discussions outside of individual videos. So
I'm glad you know what's going on, because I don't.
So I'm excited for that, right? Because then we can interact a little bit more.
Yeah, which will be good. That'll be great.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Our watch hours previous fortnight was 949, and then this fortnight
is 1,200.
1,200, too much on the dot.
251.
Yeah.
Just doing some quick math.
Total lifetime views.
Oh, where's that? Oh, 33,000.
Yeah.
Whew, and that's up from 27.7.
0.7.
So 27,700. So that's up like 5,300. Jeez, okay. In a fortnight.
Yeah.
Huh.
Not bad.
So you mean there's people have watched our stuff 5,300 times in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
God, you guys are keen. Hey? Well done. I don't even like watching me for that long. What's happening in the orchard at the moment?
Yeah, orchard.
Orchard's going pretty good.
We did a recent orchard tour. I should probably put this pen down.
Correct.
We did a recent.
You take your eye out.
Yeah, we did a recent orchard tour, and we showed you everything that was starting to flower. Now, what's happening is they've been pollinated. The flowers are dying back, and like the leaves are starting to grow, and we're hoping to see signs of fruit set on
hopefully.
like plums and apricots. pears, apples, maybe.
Yeah, almonds, peaches,
yeah.
nectarines.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And I tell you, like that couple of week period where all the trees like start flowering, they just look absolutely bloody beautiful. They look awesome.
Beautiful.
You know, they've just gone from twigs. Well, they're full-grown trees, but they're just like twiggy branches. And then you see like little buds appear, and then you'll look at it like 2 days later, and it'll just be like a mass of flowers. And I think my favourite trees are those plum trees that we got.
Yeah.
Pardon me, just the white flowers on them. They're just outstanding.
They are.
You know,
beautiful. And our fig tree during our orchard tour, there was just like the tiniest little buds starting to emerge, and now we've got like teeny tiny figs and fig leaves.
The fig leaves almost
sprouting. Yeah, that was
within like a day.
So we should probably do another orchard tour just for a quick whip around, just for the record. And how about the garden? What's happening in the garden?
Well, if you like weeds and you like daisies, come and see our garden. But I did have a surprise today. I walked through there because, to be honest, I just don't understand why stuff is growing, like the weeds are growing literally a foot overnight. They're just insane.
Because it's prime growing season.
Right. But I did notice...
We should be growing vegetables, not weeds.
True, we should be. Can't eat weeds. Well, can't eat all of them. I did notice that our hardneck variety of garlic, I think it's ready because all the leaves were kind of like they're kind of a bit brown and they're like laying over, and some of the stems were sort of laying down a bit. So I went out there with the little garden fork and I've pulled up some garlic only half an hour ago. So I've still got more to pull out, but I'm going to pull them out tomorrow afternoon once I sort a bit of stuff out. But that was that's Hippo in the background barking at nothing. But I'm surprised because they went in at the same time as the softneck variety.
They did.
And we're not due to pull the softneck until maybe November, December.
Yeah. They weren't even bulbing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we haven't done the hardneck variety before, but that was a good surprise.
Yeah. So, and we're worried some of them might be like over.
Yeah.
Or actually they'll probably end up being the ones we end up using fresh because we did pull some of them. We'll have to do the rest like during the week. The cloves had started to split on the bulb. So with garlic, once you've compromised that kind of paper sheath, it's not so good for long-term storage. So we're still going to dry them out and cure them, and but for the most part, we'll just start using them fresh, which will be good.
We'll start with the split ones.
I hate buying garlic at the store.
Oh, that's so expensive.
Yeah, like our local supermarket sells garlic for, what was it?
$55 a kilo for garlic. Are you kidding me?
I'm just like,
So, anyway, garlic's good.
Yep.
Recent projects.
Yes. Okay, so we released a couple of videos this week for 2 projects we're doing. One of those, the most recent one, was Dam Camp, which was a lot of fun, and we've been down there a few times. And excitingly, Dam Camp is going to be tested out.
Yes, Seth and Sarah are going to, the rig, as part of the projects, we have been working on the camping rig for those guys.
Do you want to explain who Seth and Sarah are?
Seth and Sarah are, Seth is my son, and Sarah is his girlfriend. Does that explain it?
Well, what are they doing? Why is there a rig?
Oh, I was getting there. I was working on it.
You can't just assume like everyone we're talking to just knows all of the backstory of our life.
So they're doing a trip around Australia. So it's at a stage now where the fridge is in, the solar's hooked up, the batteries are running, everything, the water tank's in, the pump's in, everything's kind of ready to go. So they're basically just going to drive down to Dam Camp and just have a trial run. What's the next one? Where are we at? Viewers' questions, is that right? No?
Kangaroo. So the other project that we did this year was Kangaroo Creek, the Leaky Weir.
Yes.
So we did that last weekend, and
we did too.
Yeah,
That's
Sunday
right.
last weekend. That was a decent sized project. That was exhausting, and it's rained through the first part of the week. We've got a time lapse camera down there set up.
It's still there.
Yeah, and we've been down there a couple of times, videoing the progress. And like we said, because the end of the week got a bit crazy, we didn't end up being able to pull that all together. So the Leaky Weir definitely held some water.
Yep.
Like, just remembering the last time we went down there, probably not at the volume that we thought might be possible.
Not straight away. I mean, we had high expectations. We thought our swale was going to fill up to the brim as well with the first rain, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we knew that it wasn't going to, but I think the progress of the Leaky Weir is very realistic, and I'm satisfied with it. So it's exciting to see it in action. So we'll pull together that footage and like the updates around that. Like this week for you guys instead.
Sorry. It was Dozer.
It was the dog. Oh my god.
Are you for real?
Gonna jump into like a couple of questions. Had someone ask whereabouts in Australia we are located.
Top secret.
Top secret. But we are in Western Australia. We are in the southwest of Western Australia in a region called the Wheat Belt. So it is a region that we don't have like the zones the same way US guys have the zones, but we would be like a temperate to semi-arid region. It is an agricultural region, so there is a fair bit of there's a decent amount of rain through the winter.
Oh yeah, true.
So wet winters, hot summers, and you'll see, even though our recent videos have had like lots of water and lots of green stuff, it won't be too long before we'll be making videos and everything around us and in the background will just be
dead,
kind of brown, and it looks dead. I mean, it's not actually dead. It's just this landscape. It's got its own special sort of life, but yeah, so that's the region we're in.
I mean, our temperature range is basically average, say in the minuses, maybe -2 to 3 Celsius would be the coldest, to about 45 to 47 Celsius in summer would be the hottest. Summer, Cool, next question.
Well, we, when we were hanging out with our friends yesterday, another YouTube channel, Hunt and Gather Farmstead, they asked us why off grid? Was that always part of the plan? Tentatively, yes. It was always something we wanted to try and get set up. But we kind of assumed that we might be able to have like mains electricity backup because we're not actually that far from a town centre. But what ended up happening is that the property that we're on, it didn't have like a transformer to the nearest power pole. It didn't have a green dome. I don't know what the equivalent is in the US or elsewhere in the world.
Basically, there's a power pole on our top far corner, and if we want power, we need to install a transformer, and then basically we get power put on our land in the form of what we call a green dome, which is just a green plastic dome, and that's where our power is at ground level, and that's what we access for power. Now the other problem is it's probably about 500 to 700 metres that way. Uphill.
Rocky.
Through a lot of rock.
So running it underground was an option. And then running it like along power poles, that would have been at our expense, and it would have been our responsibility to maintain those.
And we looked at the cost, and it was anywhere from $30,000 to $60,000 to get power to where we are here. Now, honestly, we've told you guys before about our battery setup, and we had a budget, and we only spent $12,000 on it, right? So you spend 30 to 60,000. Say it costs you 45 grand to run power to where you are, and then you've got your power bill, which in our case, our old power bill was say about 3 grand average, 3.2 a year. So 45 grand would get you a kick-ass solar and battery system. So it's like, why would you connect to the mains? And that pretty much was our main, no pun intended, decision maker, wasn't it?
Yeah. But we were pretty quick to embrace it, and we're just like, yeah, well, this is what we want to do. Yeah. So it's, you know, the universe has said, you said you wanted to do it. So, you know, be careful what you wish for. You might just get it.
And we don't really have any power limitations. It's just us two. Yeah. Right, the only thing that we need a generator for is for when I do welding in the shed. Yeah. I crank up the generator to run the welders.
So we've got a generator as a backup. So full solar, generator backup.
And touch wood, we've never had to use a Jenny to back up the solar.
Not yet.
So we're pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
We are.
So, and we went through ahead of time and calculated our estimated power usage, the size of our house, the heating and cooling requirements, appliance requirements. Yeah, so it's actually been a really nice challenge, I guess, to say, you know, let's look at our consumption in general. And we were sort of already on that journey around reducing consumption, like reducing, like just buying disposable, consumable things, just like junk that ends up laying around your house. And it's kind of nice to reflect that in our day-to-day living, use of power, use of resources, and just making our footprint on the earth just that little bit less on a day-to-day basis. I know that, you know, solar power isn't, you know, it still consumes resources to get it set up, but it's nothing compared to the massive consumer energy draw that people are using without even thinking about it, like on a daily basis. It's just incredible.
Well, an example, right? Our old house, our dual oven in the old house was about 7,000 watts, right? Rated for 7,000 watts, so obviously on its own circuit. One of the best things that we had, which when it broke we didn't replace, but we had a electric commercial was it a hot plate? So it was quite big, you know, like, and that was 6,000 watts. So you just turn it on, you got this electric hot plate in your kitchen. It's quick, easy, it's fantastic. But all of a sudden, you know, you got that running, you got something in the oven cooking.
Yeah, we had 3 ovens. So we had one double oven and one big oven. Yeah. They were like all electric, like dishwasher, massive like reverse cycle air conditioning system. It's just, it just blows my mind to think of it now. And like, I think at the time when we were building that house and shoving everything in there, it was really just about comfort and convenience. And I mean, I didn't even stop to think. I think it's been a real eye opener.
We just took it for granted. It's like, well, this is what I want.
Consider this stuff,
you know, and we'll get it.
Yeah, and you know, it's a simpler, slower life, and we love it.
So what's the last one? Sorry, you go. I was just reading. I was thinking out loud with my voice.
I was thinking, but that's called talking.
Thinking
too. With your voice.
That too.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So just like a quick overview for you guys of what's been happening.
It was a great time last night at Honeybees. That was really good. thank you to you guys
Yeah.
for putting that on.
And it was lovely to finally meet in person, Hunt and Gather Farmstead.
Yep.
You know, when you just see people on the YouTube.
Yep.
It's like, oh, real life.
Hey,
Hi.
there they are. There they are.
It's fun.
Can I ask a favour? What would really help our channel is
to share our videos with
yeah.
people you think would enjoy our content. If you're watching and you think some of the antics we get up to is interesting or entertaining or anything, it's likely that you know people that are interested in the same sorts of things we're interested in, right?
Yeah.
So introduce us to them. Please share with anyone you think would like our stuff, and that will help our channel grow and helps us, keep making content. And we're doing this stuff anyway, and it takes a little bit of extra effort to like video stuff and do the editing, and it just makes it really feel worth it when you guys, like, I can see your likes and we can see the subscribes and the great people commenting. We so appreciate it. So like the more people out there that would be interested in it, bigger community, ready for that community tab, so we can
that'll be cool. That will.
Share a vid.
See you next time.
Thanks guys.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.